You don't need to try to be God. You are. But if you try to be God, it means you don't know you are. And therefore you try to know and dominate the future. And you believe prophets and things like that. Well, the prophecy is simply contaminating the future with the past. Because if you know the future, there's no surprise for you. A completely known future is past. You've had it.
Where the future and the past come together, it seems to me there isn't anything there. There is no now, really. You know, how could we exist? There's no now to exist in. The past and the future come right together. Where is that place in between? How long is it?
There are two answers to that question. This is a real fun question. I love it. He's saying, really, there is no now. There is the future and the past come together. The future turns into the past, and it goes, blip. In no time at all, the future has become past. And so we get this frantic feeling. Where did it go? Let's take the small view, first of all. The now is infinitely short, and yet it's the only thing that is. In that case, this whole world is an illusion. It doesn't really exist. Now, the other side of the matter is this, that this short now is an illusion of the clock. We make our second marks on clocks as thin as is consistent with visibility. And therefore, we always think of the present as crossing the hairline. Tick! That's too long. See? How short can you get? See? But really, the present isn't like that at all. There is nowhere else but now. Everything that happens is happening now. Well, it's like your field of vision. Your field of vision isn't just a point of light. Your field of vision is an oval. It isn't fuzzy at the edges. It just ceases to be at the edges. But there's plenty of room in it to see something move across. So now is a big slobby thing. But it comes out of nothing.
Is there no need for man to seek for something in life, or is the now?
No, there is no need to seek for a meaning. If we ask life to have a meaning, we look for something other than life to be that meaning. I see the process of life as an essentially musical process which has no meaning except itself. It is going round in circles like we love to spin in circles when we're dancing. Like children love to spin around in circles till they get dizzy. That's fun. And so the articulation of wonderful patterns is the meaning of life. I feel that instead of getting into these infinite regressions of what is beneath, what is behind, look, it's right out in front of you now.
Well, but if that's the case, what do you propose?
What do I propose? Nothing.
But if you really believe that, then there would be no echelon society. After we all are, either whether it's doing something or thinking something, we definitely are not just feeling that we're going to sit and let everything happen to us. Why did I come here? Or why did anyone come here today?
Yeah, but I mean, look here. When you ask always, why did you come? I repeat, that is a barren question. Why did you do it? Why did this happen? A question that peters out. So this is not important. What is important, surely, is this immediate now. Not why are we here, but what are we here? Yes.
Aren't there really two different ways you can search for something? The second one almost isn't a search. There's the way of intellectually trying to figure it out and plan it, and there's the way of experiencing it. And part of your experience would be taking in what would happen in the future. And that second way isn't a bad search, it's just really being.
Yeah.
So isn't there a type, that's the type of searching for meaning that would be okay, that would be fulfilling?
Well, yes, there is the searching in a spirit that the search is more fun than the finding. When you're traveling, for example, going somewhere is the real joy of it often. And that's the fallacy of the jet plane, that it abolishes distances between places, and all places which have a distance abolished between them become the same place. So there's no point going to Tokyo if it's already Los Angeles. I mean, this is the thing. The Chinese word for the way is Tao, T-A-O. And the path is what we're looking for. In the Chinese sense, you see. The Tao is the works, baby. That is the which than which there is no witcher. And that's like when the Chinese poet is wandering in the forest and he looks at the clouds and he says, where are they going? No one knows. Where does this path lead? No one cares. I'm wandering on and on in a great forest without thought of return. That is poetic feeling. It's the mysterious going nowhereness of things. The wandering spirit, seeking, is different from anxiety to get something in the future which you don't have now.
What is your criterion for heaven now or hell now? Are you juxtaposing with beauty as opposed to ugliness?
Yes. At least, you see, I know when I'm confronted with the beautiful, or when I pass into the beautiful, as I know when I pass into the ugly. The problem is not to know what is beautiful, but to know how to put it into linear language. Yes, that's a different matter. Now look, one of the most interesting meditations is to think about death and imagine what it would be like to go unconscious and never become conscious again. It teases you out of thought. And while you think of that, you get a mirror image thought, which is about your birth. My goodness, you came to without ever having gone unconscious. That's pretty weird. And it seems to me that if that happened once, it can happen again. When you die, boing, there's a blank. And the next thing you know is, just as you did it before. Because every I that comes into this world is I. It's me. It's you. But yet I is always central. Everyone feels he's the center of the universe. And on the surface of a sphere, any point may be the center. Here it is. Every time it happens, it's me.
Question, could we ask you about love?
What is love? Love is not a what. Love is the energy of the world. And nobody can say what that is. If anybody were to say what God is or what the energy of the world is, he would be talking nonsense. Now, there are times when it is important to talk nonsense, because we can discover the energy of the universe through nonsense. When you take a sound that really doesn't mean anything much, like Om, that's the energy of the universe going. Dig it. See, as you listen to sound, that's why music is a marvelous support for meditation. Just listening to that hum. There goes the energy of the universe.
Would you say that we meditate for the sake of the meditation, not because if I meditate at some future date something may or may not happen?
Then if you do that, it isn't meditation.
Right.
Meditation is centered in the here and now. Done for some other reason, it isn't meditation. It stops dead right there. What is Satori? Satori is any kind of aha eureka phenomenon, only specifically applied to discovering who and what you are. The clear light is that. You say, I saw the light. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was the physical hallucination of a flash. It may mean suddenly everything becomes transparent. It's just as the problem vanishes and you stop asking the question.
Can you risk being God outside of this situation?
What do you mean, risk it? The thing, the problem is no risk being God, the risk is being human.